Hello, Emmanuel. Salut. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Good.
Very good.
Let me turn on the video. There we go.
Excellent.
Hey.
You all right?
Right.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
I'm good, mate. Good. I'm just taking a late call, but I appreciate your time. Yeah, I was trying to measure. Yes, it is. It's what time have we got? Oh my God! It's 25 after midnight. But anyway, I want to make some time for you. That's it. Yeah, I just to throw you in at the deep end with all that stuff that was going on, and I don't want to necessarily rehash it, man. It's just I appreciated your video, and but you know what, coming out to the other side, and there's still a little sort of, let's call it, I kind of think of it as volcanic ash, you know, still filtering around. Wise Apple just published another video, and it's fine, but I just fear I don't want it to continue. I know you want to put it behind you. I think I said in a comment to you, yeah, that you flew a kite, as they say in political terms, and it didn't work. But you and I were on the same page, coming from a different angle, you know, to stop all the negativity, and that's what it is, you know. But so I was just thinking, because where I am now, and the reason I'm calling you is just that Noel Plum has this wonderful initiative, you know, to sort of get, and Thunderfoot kicked it off with his prize thing, to get new blood, new stuff, to train up new people, if you will, you know, to sort of. And that's what my next suite of videos are going to be exclusively about that, and it's simply because, well, both you and I, we've been doing it for some time. Whether you take a journalistic approach like I do and you do, or whatever, but you know, I mean, I would never like us to be ever back at that place again. Whatever. Noel Plum had the idea. It's a general initiative to sort of reignite, and where do we go from here? Because we certainly have to go somewhere. And the idea of what he did, and it's a consideration. He made a video about literally editing, because it's kind of, I'm an old man. I'm in my 40s, you know. But I had to learn editing, learn all these things, green screen, all that kind of. A lot of people don't know how to do it. And they don't, and as he said, it's easy when you know. A lot of people came from, like, because if you think of the suite of videos that we used to admire, and like people in the past, like even Seth, you know, the Thinking Atheist. But I mean, he and with all respect to him, he's a professional. You know, he's got all the professional gear, editing. So it's.
The videos look amazing.
Yeah.
Really well put together.
And it sets the bar very, very high, you know, for other people, and even Thunder. So, and I think that scared other people off. So, we're kind of coming at it another area. I think editing and the technical side is one aspect. The video I'm working at the moment, it's probably, I won't say a suite of videos, but a couple in support of Noel Plum's initiative, is the psychology, fear factor, rejection. People are very timid, all that kind of thing, that it's not as scary as you think. Whether you take a journalistic approach to it, which is what I do, and you too, that's why, like, you and I are brothers in that regard, I think. Because there was an attitude, I think, for a very long time, man, that it's like, just because it was very singular and very closed, you know, in terms of the internet or YouTube, we closed down Venom Fang X, we closed down Gear Up, we criticized Jesus Freak, so our job is finished. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Of course, the theocratization, is that a word?
Yeah. Exactly.
The fact that the religious people are going to take over governments, and there's one aspect which I think we've left completely aside in the Western world, and we really have to confront this, and it's Islam. Islam has been neglected, I think, in the community.
Well, sure.
And, I mean, mostly probably is because people don't know much about it. They know what they've been brought into. But I think that it would be a good thing to get informed regarding Islam and to fight it also.
Sure.
The same thing we've been doing for Christians.
Of course, and listen, you know, I mean, to give credit, this is why, look, I'll tell you straight up, man, post the famous DramaGate, whatever thing. I think some people overreacted. I mean, I made a video, you may have seen it, and I was just, and it wasn't actually...
It's on my to-do list. I have like 53 videos on my to-do list.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's. I'm going to put it out there. I think it's. I appreciate your apology because people did get upset. But I mean, in fairness, and I saw a video by Live Life, you know, and he's kind of, at least I think a self-propelled suspension at the moment, and I really don't see why. I mean, if you say, look, everybody, you know, we tried this. We tried this because there was so much negativity going on. Sorry everyone, that's a pretty brutal cut-off, yeah, but the rest is private, our conversation. But it's, I just wanted to sort of illustrate, I was one of the key players in all of that thingy that we're moving on, and it's a positive agenda, including some of the users that we mentioned, and initiatives that I have in mind. Absolutely, there's loads of positive stuff out there, and it's just that, as I alluded to in the conversation with AtheismTV, it's like everyone, you know, just because you shut down a few sort of pedantic or over-the-top evangelicals on YouTube, it doesn't mean the job is finished. As I was saying to AtheismTV, look, all you have to do is watch the TV every day. There are so many stories you can keep on top of. I mean, it's like it's an endless stream of material. You don't have to present it in a sort of you know, in a journalistic way all the time, but you can do a critique of it. You take them on. Whatever side of this planet you're on, in Europe, in the States, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, if you've got the guts to go out there and you know, interview these people, take it on, critique what they say, there's so many good channels that do this. Liberal Viewer does it in terms of taking on Fox TV. That's his thing. You know, there's endless material out there. And it's really juicy stuff. It's I think it's an American expression. It's a begging. Really. We don't have to fight each other. We really don't. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's juvenile, and that's what I don't mean to disparage anyone that is sort of across the big 4-0 like me, but honestly, there is endless amounts of material out there and justification. And in my upcoming videos, I intend to approach the reasons why perhaps psychologically people are not willing to take those things on. Anyway, we're back, and it's time for a new chapter. Turn the page, roll over, everybody. By the way, I'll give you a shot out the window, yeah? It's bloody freezing over here.